Good morning, guys. MWUSA Season 4, Episode 319. It is, whatever it is, Monday morning, and we are just leaving for the day. And obviously, a lot of stuff going on, a lot of turmoil, a lot of ups and downs in life right now. And we'll just briefly go over what's going on. And basically, things have been tough, and I wanted to round out the year in a good way. I wanted to reach my $1 million goal by the end of the year, and I'm far from it. And a lot of personal stuff's been going on top of that, and things have been really rough, to be honest. And these are the times that it's hard to turn on the record button and to make the podcast, honestly, because you want to give good news, but there's no good news to give. And I'm not just gonna lie and say everything is going beautifully, because it's been really rough. And I was up about $15,000 for the month and took a big dive, about $7,000 dive, and now I'm back to being up about 10 for the month. But that doesn't go by itself. There's things that came with that. There was all kinds of problems finding a game to play. There were back-offs, kind of. Soft back-offs, you could say. There was ups and downs as far as winning and losing. There was me being put into a system and them saying that I made more money than I did, or even saying that I made money when I broke even or lost money. And there's an emotional toll that, goes with that. Driving endless hours for very little. Yesterday, if you'll recall, I drove 2.5 hours one direction, only to turn around and go home because I was having car trouble. And today I am driving my wife's car, and she was going to come with me today, but she thought it would be better if I went by myself, and I was able to go faster by myself. But here's what's going on right now. I drove my car for about 20 miles this morning just to see what's going on with it. And I feel a big part of it is this oil change that I did recently. I've been doing oil changes pretty far apart because I've been using synthetic motor oil, and it's been all highway miles. But this last oil change was this high mileage oil change. I thought, hey, let's do something good for the car. And I think it's not good. I think that oil is not good. And I looked at the oil this morning, and it is very thick and very dark. So I definitely need to get an oil change, number one. The car performed a little bit better after I added oil because it was a little bit low. But I feel the oil is a big part of what's going on. I think doing an oil change is a small price to pay to see what's going on, and hopefully that fixes a lot of the issues. So what happens is, when I stop somewhere, completely stop, the RPMs were going to zero. Basically, they were going low, going down below 1,000, down to 500, and then to zero. And then starting up, it was taking 3 or 4 seconds before it would start. Once I put the oil in there, it started right up. I let it sit for a minute, did not shut off. But I noticed that if I go from like 30 or 40 miles an hour to zero, it was going off. So the sudden drop in RPMs made it drop off and turn off. Yesterday I was having a problem getting it above 60 miles an hour. I was able to get it over 60 today, but I only have 50 mile an hour streets near my house, and they're only like 3 or 4 miles long, and I didn't want to kill the car trying to get it too high, but I got it into the 60s, so that's one positive thing. tomorrow I need to go to the office. Tomorrow we're going to have this stupid team game. But tomorrow we're not going to be able to make a lot of money. So today's our opportunity to make some money before the end of the year. I will take the car to get an oil change. Not sure what time I'm going to get home because I'm leaving late today. But worst case, I may have my wife follow me to Walmart and just have a regular synthetic oil change done. I can leave it there overnight, have them work on it tomorrow, and then we can pick it up. Well, I guess that won't work because I have to go to the office. We'll figure it out. We'll get an oil change done the next day or so, and if I have to use my wife's car for a couple days, then so be it. But I'm hoping that's going to make a big difference. I should have noticed that the noise was very similar to my old Ford Escape that had a similar noise when the oil was low. The oil pressure shows that it's fine, but I think the oil is thick. Maybe it might show that the pressure is good, but it might technically be low because it's not really flowing through the system well. So I'm hoping that's what the problem is, because the car went from really good to nothing in like a minute. So I'm hoping that's a big part of what it is. From the time I bought the car, there were some small issues in shifting. I could tell that eventually there was going to be some transmission issues, but I treated it well, and it's lasted about 90,000 miles or whatever already. So I think it might not be over with that car yet. So I mean, if it is, that's fine. I'm going to get a new car, that's fine. But this time I think it will be a new car, no more used ones. But let's see how long we can get this one to go. This morning I'm going to dump a lot of equities, actually ETFs, and I'm going to move money into an account where I can buy more options. I think tomorrow I'll be able to buy options anyway. This morning silver is down, which is good. It's down to like 74. Yesterday it opened, or last night it opened at like 79 and shot up to 84 right away, and now it's back to 74 because of the $17 billion that the Federal Reserve gave the banks to short it. But all they're doing there is delaying the inevitable, which is good for me because that gives me time to get money in. So I will be moving that money as soon as the market opens, and hopefully tomorrow we'll be able to make those trades. So anyway, yesterday was like 66 degrees all day, and by the time I got home at like 1, 2 in the morning, it was still like 55 degrees. This morning it's 22 degrees. It's only hours later, and it feels like 10 degrees outside. So it's good to have a car that I know is going to be safe for this trip, and we'll deal with the other issues later. My goal today is just to do everything right, and make money, lose money, doesn't matter. Just get my head on straight and play the things I'm supposed to play, and not stress, and just take my time and enjoy the day and not stress about it. So that's what's going on right now. Sorry for the long intro, and I'll be back to update you soon. Alright guys, I am back. So market wise, silver's at 72 right now, which is perfectly fine. I'm perfectly happy with that. So I'll be able to buy all the options and stuff tomorrow when everything clears. I tried to use my new Capital One Venture X card with no limit, because you're so great and we love you so much and you're so amazing. Tried to use it at a gas station. It denied the card. Tried to use it today at a gas station. Denied the card. They had said, oh, maybe it's the pump. No, it's not the pump. I called them back. Oh, we need to verify who you are. Verify who I am. You sent me the offer. You already sent me the card. I've already charged thousands of dollars on the card. And now you want to verify who I am when I'm using it for fuel? I got pretty frustrated. Fine, I'll do that. So they send me a link. Upload the front and back of your driver license and send us a utility bill so we can verify who you are. Okay, no problem. Take a picture of the front and back. Nope, it won't work. why not? File's too big. Okay, so I download an app to reduce the size. Okay, we reduce the size of both. We upload it, takes those. Utility bill, well, I'm driving. I had my wife take a picture of it and send it to me. Nope, won't work. The format's no good because she has an Apple phone and it's some weird format. All right, no problem. Converted it to JPG. No, that won't work. It's too big. I reduced the size of it and it loaded all of it, and I go to submit it. This link is not working at this time. I called them. They sent me a new link. This link is not working at this time. I said, okay, let me talk to a manager. Okay, first I have to read you this disclosure. No, don't read me this disclosure. Send me to the damn manager. I don't want to hear your disclosure. Just send it to. Just read it. Send me to the manager. First I have to read you. You know what? Forget it. I hang up. A minute later, she calls me back. Sir, do you want me to send you the manager? Yes, but I don't want to hear your disclosure. Okay. Kindly wait while, they're all Philippine people, which is fine. I like people from the Philippines. They're awesome people. Puts me on hold for about 3 minutes. Manager comes back. I need to verify your name. No, you don't need to verify my name. I've been talking to the other lady for 40 minutes. I don't need to verify it. Well, I can't help you without it. Fine, here's my name. Give me your full social. No, I'm not giving you my full social. No way I'm giving you my... Are you crazy? No, I'm not giving you my full social. All right, just give me the card number. Okay, I'm all right with the card number. And the last 4 of the social. Fine, here's the last 4. Now, can we do it? Yes. Sir, if you would like to, you could mail a picture of your ID and a picture of your utility bill. I'm like, no, I'm not mailing it. First of all, I'm not happy. It's going to take allegedly 1 to 10 business days. That's half a month. 1 to 10 business days already to review. Then you want me to mail it? I'm not doing that. I said, send me a different link. Sends me a different link. I send it to her. She said, it's not clear. I said, of course it's not clear. You had me reduce it from 3 megs to a quarter meg, and then you want it to be perfectly clear. It's not going to be perfectly clear. Sir, the size of the file has nothing to do with how clear it is. Really? Then why aren't all files tiny? They're not all tiny because they need to be bigger to store more information so the picture is clearer. I said, is this, I will take a different picture, I will try to get it clearer, and I will try to upload it. Is this link going to work? Yes, sir. This link works for 14 days. I go back to the email, I click the link. This link has expired. Seriously, do I need a laugh track here? This link has expired. Ma'am, this link says it's expired. No, sir, you need to go back to the beginning. Oh, lady, I've been in IT for 30 years. I know what I'm doing here. This link is not working. Send me another link. Sends me another link. And then she's going on and on and on. And I said, I don't know if I'll send it to you or not. I don't really care at this point. You guys are wasting all my time. If I send it, I'll send it. If not, I won't. And I hung up. Just so frustrating. And now we went from no snow at all, no rain, no snow, no nothing, to a blizzard practically. The car in front of me is 15 feet away from me and I can barely see it. That's how bad it is. When I stopped for fuel, it was so windy, it had to be gusts of 50 to 60 miles an hour. I could barely stand up. I'm not a small guy, and I could barely stand up. Well, there you go. Now we got trucks merging in front of us, not caring that it's slippery and snowy. Good news, MW, please give us some good news here. We're going to stop listening to this garbage. Good news is I am 1 mile away from the casino. We're going to go in here. I'm either going to murder them or they're going to murder me. One way or another, someone's making some money today. So we're going to go in there. I'm not holding back. I'm not going to do any kind of hidden play or anything like that. I'm not doing anything. So we're going to go in there. We're going to try to make some money, and I'll be back to update you. Oh, Lord, give me strength. Oh, I've been here 10 minutes. and I already had a machine jam up on me, and the screen freeze up and not be able to cash out. And then they come and reboot it twice, and they still can't get it to work. And they finally just ended up giving me cash for it. Amazingly, they didn't even ask for my ID or my card or anything. They just gave me the cash, which was interesting. Just looked at some blackjack. There's nothing going on. There's one table that's available exactly halfway through the shoe. We ain't gonna do that. And then I saw one that was promising. It was the end of the shoe. Someone was playing it. And I'm like, okay, I'll just stand here for a minute. And I look up and it's a free bet table. We ain't doing that. No free bet from me. So maybe, but I don't know how to play it properly to have any kind of advantage on it. So right now we are going to walk around, look at some slots, I guess, and see if we can find anything else to play in the meantime, and then we'll head back to the tables and go from there. So yeah, we're trying our best here, trying to stay cool, trying not to get excited, but been frustrating. I'll be back. Alright guys, just had a very short blackjack session, and in and out of there because it got really busy. Count went negative anyway, so ended ahead $75. So that's okay. One step at a time. I was only there for a couple of minutes, so we'll see what happens. But 4 people on the table is too many. So all right, I'll be back. Okay, watch this. You hear the music? Now watch this. As I'm walking over here, it gets lower and lower. Whoever did the music for this place, and lower. Now I go over here. It's a lot. Their music is so messed up. It's so loud in some places and dead in other places. Anyway, I did play another session of blackjack, 6 to 5 table. There is a reason why, and I played. They were so slow. The reason why I disappeared. So I ended up getting up. I was ahead $9. So plus $9 on the 6 to 5 blackjack. Keep your eyes open, man. There are reasons out there. Pay attention. So, well, my reason walked away. So, anyway, slot-wise, I'm doing pretty good right now. Again, I cashed out whatever 221 earlier, and right now I'm ahead like 300 more. So we'll see. We're gonna keep walking, keep getting those steps in, and I talked to a friend of mine who's a pit boss, and told him about some of the woes that I've had and the complaints that I've had about what they do sometimes. And he's like, I didn't even know they were allowed to do that. Yeah, they're not allowed to do that, but you do it anyway. But I don't know what I think I'm gaining by telling people about it, but whatever. Anyway, I'll be back. All right, guys, I am back and just about to leave this structure to go back out into the weather. And I guess it's still snowing. So there was like no snow until I was about 2 miles away from the casino. Then it was like whiteout conditions, kind of crazy. Overall, it's been good today. Can't really complain. I mean, I can, but nobody cares, right? Ended up with multiple sessions here. First one, 221 on slots, blackjack $75, blackjack $9, and slots $644. So overall, like $865 on slots and about $84 on blackjack. So we need that. That's good. That's positive direction. It's motivation. It's all that stuff that we need. Move in the right direction and feel good. And just sometimes you get into like a desert where you can't win no matter what you do, and that's a very frustrating situation. So my wife's charger doesn't seem to be working, and so the whole way here it wasn't working. Just plugged it in, it worked for like 5 seconds, went back off. I've got tons of these things at home. I don't know why she doesn't take another one. I buy the high-powered ones for laptops and stuff, and looks like it's just not working. But right now we're gonna go get some food, and then we're gonna go, I think, to an unscheduled casino. It's kind of far from here. It's like 3 hours away, but it's toward home, kind of. By the time I finish up there, I'll only be a few hours from home. So, got some small stuff to do there. Don't expect to make a lot of money, but I have some vouchers I need to cash, and we'll take a couple laps and see if we can make some money there. So, let's go get some food. I'll be back. All right, guys, I am back, and I'm going to stop for some fuel here again in about half an hour or so, but roads are extremely dangerous all of a sudden. I started seeing accidents, and I'm like, what is wrong with these people? Don't they know how to drive? And then every time I drove under a bridge where there's no sunlight, which really the sun's not out, but it was slippery and the car was moving like inches over or a foot over, quite a bit. And so this area that I'm in has a lot of bridges back to back to back. And I noticed everyone started slowing down more and more, and people started putting their hazard lights on. And there were still the semi-truck flying by at 70 miles an hour. But overall, everybody slowed down to about 50 right now. The roads are extremely hazardous, extremely frozen. It's 28 degrees out. What must have happened was when it snowed earlier, it melted a little bit, and then when there weren't that many cars driving over, it froze back up again and made it really, really bad. So from here to where the split is, where I need to make a decision if I'm going to go to the other casino or not, is about another 30 miles or so, 40 miles. So I'll stop for fuel right before that, kind of reassess my situation, and figure out if I'm going to go straight toward home or to this other casino, just depending on hazardous conditions. Now, I did leave home a little bit late this morning. It was a long drive, and like right now, I'm sliding on this bridge. That's beautiful. And it's going to be dark in the next hour or so. So I just want to be really careful. So anyway, that's what's happening right now, and I'll be back to update you soon. All right, so you might ask, MW, is it actually windy outside? Yeah, it seems like it's a little windy out here. Whew. All right, guys, I'm back. It's so windy still, and there's snow drifting on the ground, and it's snowing, and it's horrible out right now. I am not going to go hit that other casino at this point. I'm going to head toward home. We'll be at work tomorrow. We'll be working. We'll be going to the casino, maybe. So if there's no episode tomorrow, it'll be because primarily we have this stupid work, whatever thing going, like a party, get-together, stupid thing going. And you got to be there. We're playing a game and all this stuff and whatever. So I will be getting out sometime tomorrow. I don't know if I'll be able to get out twice tomorrow or not, like I normally would on a Tuesday. And tomorrow is the 30th. The 31st, I will probably play just a little bit, not much, and then it'll be the end of the year. So not really positive about what is going to be the schedule for the rest of the week, but you know, you'll find out, I guess. I actually forgot to publish yesterday's episode still. But we're going to head home. As far as food, I really didn't eat much. Had some cheese and some things like that from the gas station. We're going to get home. We have some Korean beef waiting for us from yesterday. It was very good yesterday and should be good today. I'd probably give that a 10 on a scale of 2 through ace. And what did I tip today? So I had 2 short sessions of blackjack, played some slots, had a slot attendant help me, did all these different things. And so I tipped a total of $0. And what did you learn today, FW? Wow, so much stuff going on right now with the markets, with my personal life, with my car, all these different things. So learning quite a bit right now. Specifically this morning, most likely going to be an oil issue with my car, I'm hoping. As far as gambling, you know, getting back to basics, getting the stress out, not trying to hit a certain number. And, you know, having a podcast, too, makes you want to hit a certain number. And when you don't, you know, it kind of feels worse than if you're just by yourself and nobody knows anyway if you won or lost, you know, you put it on your chart and nobody cares. But when you're making it public and everybody knows what's going on, kind of hurts a little bit more. But anyway, right now we're doing it for ourselves. You know, it should be that way always, not for the clicks or for the podcast or anything like that. But we're going to get back to basics like we did today. We're going to chip away. We're going to make money where we can. We're not going to stress if we're leaving down. I never did set up all those trips. I will be doing that here in the next day or so. Get at least 2 trips on the books for next year. So anyway, that's what's going on right now. I'm going to let you go. We'll catch up tomorrow. If you have any questions or comments, my email is mwusa21@gmail.com. mwusa21@gmail.com. See you next time.